Hello witty people, happy Saturday, and this week on WorldWideWitteos we are talking about our bookcases because we're literate and we like to read books, some of us. So I've been reading a lot ever since I was a child. My parents say that they read to me when I was little. As a kid I just had a butt ton of books, so this right here is only the beginning. But I guess I'm gonna start with what's on top of the bookshelf first. We have a couple of these things, I forget what they're called. They're Willow Tree Angels. I also have Rapunzel and Flynn from Tangled because my friend is crazy and she buys us gifts way too much, so you're probably not supposed to open them. I don't really care. We have a little Finn figurine because I like Adventure Time a lot. This is also from my prom, so it's like a hipster mason jar mug thing that I'm just using for stars. We have miscellaneous paper cranes and miscellaneous sunglasses for when I like to pretend that I look good in sunglasses. Now we're gonna move on to the actual books that I own on the bookcase. First off, we have Regarding the Fountain. It's this really cool book about a fountain being built at an elementary school, and it was one of my favorites in elementary school. It's literally in letters and postcards and stuff, and it's one of my favorite books ever. We also have my wet and damaged copy of The Fault in Our Stars. Fitting that it's wet because of all the tears. We have Cinder, which is like Cyborg Cinderella. We have a bunch of comics. Marceline and the Scream Queens. Playing with Fire, which was like, I'm not even gonna talk about it because it's too cute, but then things changed. And we have Seeing Red. Then there's this other one called Queen Bee about like girls with telepathy and stuff. We have Divergent and Insurgent. Allegiant was a disappointment. Don't even talk to me about the ending or I will go off on you and like rant for 10 minutes. The Maximum Ride series. Everything minus Max because I read it in a library and then was too lazy to buy it. Catching Fire and Mockingjay. The Hunger Games is somewhere. It's over here. I don't know why it's there, it's just there. Uglies, Pretties, and Specials. I have like the old covers. If you see them in bookstores now, it's like all blue and white and weird. But I dressed up as a special one year for Halloween. Some other girl actually dressed up as a pretty too, so it kind of worked. Shadow Spinner, which is like a take on the 1001 Nights story, which is still one of my favorites. I found it just in like a random school book sale. I read this at least like 5 times. Sundancer, which was like first young adult novel that I read. I was so intimidated by the fact that it said young adult and I didn't realize that just meant teenager. Silverwing and Firewing, another childhood book series about bats, and it's good, I like it. The Report Card was a good book, and Time Cat and Models Don't Eat Chocolate Cookies. I had a weird taste in reading, and a Free the Children book because I was in me to weed. How to Draw Graphic Novels, which I stole from my little brother. A babysitting manual because I took a babysitting class once. A human body book because I was obsessed with surgery for some reason, and a cat encyclopedia. Because I like cats. And Madeline, because my name is Madeline. This thing from The Lion King that my mom took me to see when I was really little, so I don't really remember it. I'd love to go see it again. And Grandfather Twilight, which is like old children's book that was special to me. Up top here we have a bunch of random stuff like grad stuff and this commission of my favorite lesbians in the whole world from Previdia. Prom pictures and this Polaroid picture of me and my friends. Up here we have 2 books I'm borrowing, Miss Peregrine's and Openly Straight, which I loved both of them. Openly Straight and Moon at 9, 2 books about homosexuality that are both really sad. The first volume of Before the Fall, Attack on Titan, I don't know. The Red Pyramid graphic novel because I love Rick Riordan and I still need to finish Percy Jackson. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which my mom bought for my brother and I still haven't read yet. That's a guitar chord book. Jose Saramago, Blindness, which was the other book that I had to do for grade 12 English, which was weird. Oh, and I forgot up here we have the 2 first books that inspired Maximum Ride, Where the Wind Blows and The Lake House, which I think I read both of them and they were good. It's been a while since I've read them. A random Bible from like elementary school and these 3 elf books that I haven't finished yet and a bunch of photo albums that I still don't use. Also, first aid book, War Flashbacks. We took selfies with the plastic dummies. I couldn't be making a video like this without talking about Warrior Cats because that was literally my entire childhood and early teen years. This is probably the single biggest collection of books from the same series that I own. We have the whole first series, the whole third series, 2 of the special editions, and 3 guidebooks. I used to even roleplay on the Warrior Cats official website. That's how much of a nerd I was. I also drove like 2 hours to go to a book signing, but I got it signed. 2008, that's how old it is. Partly because of Tumblr and partly because I keep borrowing books from friends. There are a couple others that aren't here, but I want to keep reading now that I have my year off. Well, beauty people, I hope you have a lovely week and I will see you next Saturday. Bye!